Another of the Evansville Rescue Mission's ministries is the Youth Care Center, or YCC. This is a juvenile detention center for boys and girls living in Vandenberg and the surrounding counties. Located next door to the men's shelter, this facility plays an important role in the judicial system of our community.
My name is Marcus Head. I am Youth Care Center employee. My title is Executive Director. I've been here a total of 13 years. The Evansville Rescue Mission and Youth Care Center are tightly knit. The Rescue Mission is our parenting agency. In 1982, the Evansville Rescue Mission Board of Directors, along with then Juvenile Court Judge Lansing, did essentially a study to find out the need of the community as far as residential placements are concerned, and they decided to bid a 10-bid residential facility later, which was constructed in 1989 here, and it later expanded to detention services. But the Evansville Rescue Mission, long story short, is our parenting agency, and we work hand in hand with them. The primary function of the Youth Care Center is to provide detention services for Vandenberg County, who we are contracted with. We have kids who are here, age range approximately 8 to up to 17 years of age. Whenever a resident is brought into our facility, the door typically shuts. They're on camera from this point forward. There's 2 cameras in this particular area. There's one in the northwest corner, and there's one here in the southwest corner that films everything with regard to kids once brought into our facility. Control, this is Head. I'm ready for door 1. Upon coming into the intake area, residents are asked a whole host of questions about themselves. Typically, a majority of it is information that they're going to need. We're going to need to know phone numbers, addresses. Then we do ask some personal questions that we have to have for our records. Drug tests are given to each kid that comes into our facility. These are breathalyzer tubes. We do a breath test. These are drug screens. They test for cocaine, THC, opiates, Oxycontin, and a couple of other drugs. That information is then shared only with the probation department and the juvenile court judge. After a person is brought through, intake is completed on him, they're then taken over onto the floor. Control Center, this is Head. Let me get 5. I'm going through the courtyard. Whenever kids are brought out during times of good weather, they are allowed to play basketball. We also bring out other activities for them to be able to participate in. They do have an opportunity to come out, catch fresh air. They can jog around the courtyard area. Sometimes they may play dodgeball, pass a football back and forth, even write letters out here. Other good days, we may even allow them to eat meals out here. But this is the one area that they can come outside, get fresh air. Out here, there's 2 cameras located, one on the south east corner of the courtyard and one on the northwest corner. This is a portion where kids eat their meals, and also where education occurs at. And in addition to education, we also have our programming and some small groups that are conducted in this portion of our facility. We have the residents to sit around. Teacher typically sits in the middle, and their staff members in the middle of the building, the middle of this floor, and their staff members that will go around that will also assist kids, but primarily the teachers are the ones that work with the kids, and we have 2 EVSC teachers who are here on a regular basis, and they've been here for actually well over a decade. They've done a phenomenal job working with our kids. So I'll go ahead and show you a room. We're going to go to room 109. Control Center, this is Head. This is the only double room that we have on the lower level. We have one more double room on the upper level of our facility. And this is, again, a double room. It has 2 desks, a bunk. All the other rooms are singled on this lower level. Whenever a kid is moved out of a room, we typically wipe down the mattresses and tilt them up to show that it's been cleaned and cleared and ready for the next resident to be brought in. There's a camera located in each and every one of our rooms. There's one in the corner, and it shows everything in the room with the exception of the toilet area. This is the control center of the Youth Care Center, and from here, everything is videotaped and seen throughout the facility. We're able to monitor all around the building and in each and every one of the kids' rooms. All the doors are controlled from this area. Behind me is Miss Cara Bushrod. She's been working with us for approximately a year, and she does a phenomenal job. We are even able to communicate to the residents within their rooms, out on the floor. We have microphones and intercom systems throughout the building. Approximately 80 cameras that we have that covers the building both inside and out.
Owned and operated by the Evansville Rescue Mission, Camperville is a year-round 105-acre camping retreat facility located just 10 miles north of Evansville. We met with Chief Development Officer Chris Michael Morrison there to find out more about its history with the Evansville Rescue Mission. Hello, Mr. Morrison.
Hi there, Sierra.
Nice to see you.
Likewise.
Okay, could you explain your role in the rescue mission?
I'm the Chief Development Officer. I oversee all fundraising initiatives and public relations.
Okay. Could you tell us how Camperville became connected with the rescue mission?
Yeah, beginning in 1917, Dr. Ernest Reveal and his wife, Edna, became community leaders here in downtown Evansville. And over time, the rescue mission, they noticed, became experiencing a high demand for service, particularly among women and children. And at that point in time, he cast a vision for women and children to seek refuge in a place void of all the daily distractions of life. And so as a pastor, he would make visitations quite often in Evansville and around the surrounding counties. And so he was taking a trip one day along Highway 41. And it's noticed two barns just right off of Boonville New Harmony Road. And over a series of time of a prayer and securing enough funds, he was actually to purchase 107 acres of land for only $1 an acre. And so that's where actually Camperville sits to this day. And so his dream really became a reality in which mothers and their children could attend camp in the summer for free, where they could swim, hike, take devotions, and eat great food. And so fast forward 85 years later, this reality is still being lived out. And it's not uncommon to see actually previous campers visit the campgrounds, recounting their experiences while at camp, what bunk bed they slept in, who their counselor was, what food they ate, etc. And so that really speaks volume of really the impact Camperville has made in the lives of so many people for so many years.
Is there an age limit to what kids can come there?
Sure, it's twofold. One, we have a summer camp program, and that's pretty much living out the dream that Pappy, Dr. Ernest Reveal, set out in the first place. And that's for kids between the ages of 8 and 13. These are children whose families live at or below the federal poverty line. So they in turn can attend camp for free outside of a small registration fee. And of course the activity is a little bit different these days compared to back in the mid-1920s. They can canoe, they can kayak, they can go horseback riding. What else? They can go through a high, medium, and low ropes course. And just do a lot of fun activities. And otherwise they wouldn't be able to. And then in turn, beyond that, we have day camp, and that's actually a 12-week summer daycare program. And these are for kids between the ages of 5 and 12, and it actually takes place between May 24th all the way up to August 14th, when school's not in session. Of course, that date range is subject to change, depending on any school snow days. But it's similar programming to summer camp. Kids can be dropped off as early as 6:30 a.m. and can stay as late as 5:30. But we actually do have a registration fee for day camp, and then in turn 6 different tuition plans. 1 day a week, 2 days a week, all the way up to 5 days a week, and then beyond that a 2-week plan.
Is the camp ever open to like the general public?
Oh, absolutely, year-round. And we actually have 6 facilities that we rent out to the general public. Number 1, New Bethel. It's our old chapel. A lot of people don't realize we actually have a chapel on our campgrounds. It seats up to 75 people. And built in 1947, it's used for weddings, even funerals. As a matter of fact, I had a funeral there last year. And then in turn, baby ceremonies, church functions, etc. And then really beyond that, Heston Hall. It's actually named after a long time rescue mission supporters, Phil and Ed Heston. It could be used for a variety of functions, banquets, holiday dinners, wedding receptions, anniversary and birthday parties. And then on top of that, our dining hall, where our breakfast, lunch, and dinner is served for day camp attendees and summer camp attendees. And then on top of that, our conference center. It's a multi-purpose building as well, used for video presentations, meetings. And then really our 2 dormitories for boys and for girls.
If someone wanted to stop and take a look at the camp, how could they get directions, or how could they find it?
Visit our website. It's at www.2rescue.org.
Thank you for your time.
And thank you for having me.
For the EVSC Community Link, I'm Sierra Carter.